How can you take control of your life? How can you finally let go of those limiting beliefs that have been holding you back for the past few decades, stopping you from growing and leveling up? How can you step out of your comfort zone and unleash your full potential for your business and your personal life? Hi, and welcome to the Self-Worth Accelerator Podcast. My name is Sonia Maria Horn, and I'm a mindset and success coach with focus on your self-worth. And every single week, I will be talking with you about how you can raise the awareness of your full potential and unleash those powerful tools for maximum wealth and inner peace. Find out everything about how to stop procrastination so you can finally empower yourself from within. You can do this, and I'm here to show you exactly how. So let's get started right now. Hi, and welcome to episode number 3. So here we are again. Thank you for your patience. I had several requests asking when the next episode would show up, and I was quite busy planning my masterclass and building content for that, and just want to point out how absolutely overwhelmed I was after I launched this podcast about the amount of people listening in, taking the time to listen in and appreciating it and writing reviews and getting back to me, pointing out how much it meant to them and how much the content inspired them. So thank you so much for that, first of all. And today is hopefully going to be just as much beneficial for you and your personal growth. Today I want to talk about self-confidence and the impact it can have on your life, on your success, on your partnership, and so on. Everything is built around confidence. How we carry ourselves, body language, how we show up in our business, and how we communicate, and so many things more that project whether a person is confident or not. And I deliberately chose confidence today and not self-worth because confidence is a skill, and a skill can be learned. So I want to offer you the maximum value today of tools and practices that you can do on a daily basis in order to improve your self-confidence. So if you listen to the end of this episode, you will have a huge compilation of tools that you can practice on a daily basis, and I promise you they will make a huge difference in your life, in your self-awareness, in your self-confidence, how you can appear for important conversations, interviews, or whatever. You can boost yourself before you go into a situation where you know that self-confidence is required. So, and I can say this with so much determination and confidence myself because I practice it on a daily basis or whenever required. And I see my clients' transformation when they come to me and need this boost for themselves, and they follow my instructions, and they come back to me and say, hey, it worked, it is working. And it's so satisfying to have those tools on your hand, right? So let's go deeper now. By definition, confidence. What is actually self-confidence? Confidence is a feeling of trust in one's abilities, qualities, and judgment. So people with great self-confidence, they just do it. They just do the things that they need to do in order to get them closer to their goals, right? They just act, regardless from failure, regardless from backlash or rejection or whatever. They just do what has to be done next in order to get closer to their goals. People with less confidence, they question everything about themselves. They hesitate. They find it difficult to make decisions in case it's the wrong one. Yeah, and once they perhaps want to make a decision, the voices pop into their heads, the negative voices. Who are you? Who do you think you are? That you think you can actually do this or pull this off? And And I would like to explain to you why this happens, the purpose of this voice in your head, and what you can do about it. Okay? So let's address the fear of failure. People not making any decision in case it's the wrong one. All right? Staying in their comfort zone, hesitant to make a decision at all, waiting for the last minute, and backing out because they're scared to make the wrong decision and to fail or to be rejected due to that. Now, the fact is that most successful people failed so many times, and failure is actually a good thing. It guides us. It shows us not to take this route, but to take another route. And if failure wasn't in the society wouldn't have such a negative stigma on it, we wouldn't care. But we're being brought up that failure is not an option. It starts in school, when we're being scolded for making mistakes. So it starts in the early days. But actually, failure is a good thing. And like I said, the really successful people made many mistakes on their path. The difference is that they didn't give up. So I'm going to quote Bill Gates. It's fine, he says, to celebrate success, but it's more important to heed the lessons of failure, right? Steve Jobs was fired from Apple, which made him realize that he couldn't be without it, and he returned as a CEO in 2005. So everybody goes through failures, and it makes us aware of what we actually want, or it makes us aware of a different path we need to take. Yeah. So I want to give you an example of a person who's very dear to me. From my awareness, she's amazing and she's accomplished a lot in life, but not in the common term of being successful. I'm talking about my mother. My mother, about 25 years ago, sat down and wrote a book. She wrote a book about her life. I will not go into details now, but it was based in Ireland and it was a fantastic, brilliant book after all. I had the honor to type it all out. She wrote it with her hands over months and months, and I helped her by typing it into a type recorder. What do you call it? Type machine. I don't even know anymore. One of those old ones. Now you know my age. So I typed the whole book and I was fascinated. While I was typing, I was laughing, I was crying, and it was so good. And my mom took it or sent it to this publisher who rejected it. Their argumentation was that something similar had been published just a couple of weeks ago. So, sorry, no. Now, instead of going to the next publisher and the next one and the next one, and to stay persistent, my mom gave up. And that's exactly the difference. Successful people and self-confident people, they won't take rejection or a no for an answer. They pursue their goals and their visions to the end until they reach it. And that's the difference. When you give up, you cannot reach your goals. Yeah? That's when it fades into nothingness. So there you go, back into the old routine, back into the old life. So it's a decision, yeah? It's a choice as well. Do I want to step out of my comfort zone and fight, or do I give up? So just on a side note, I decided to contact my brother and we're going to publish her book. Either way, we're going to make sure that it will be published, even if it's just for the family. But don't tell her. I hope she won't listen to this episode. So that's just a little surprise we have in store for her. Now, back to our topic. So it's about really, pursuing your dreams and fighting and staying persistent on your path to your goals, right? Now, that's exactly where this self-confidence comes in. And that's where the people are divided into the ones who pursue their dreams and their goals, and the other ones who prefer or choose to stay in their comfort zone or not to fight so hard and to give in to a rejection or a setback, okay? Now looking back as an adult, I know that there were multiple incidents in my life as well that had a massive impact on my self-confidence. For example, I failed my A-level by just 1 point. That was absolutely devastating for me because I had studied for months and months for this exam, and the teacher who had the power to give me the points, 1 point was missing to pass. And he chose not to give me this point, even though his colleagues were talking to him and discussing that he should do it. But he got a kick out of this power that lay within him. And he didn't give me that point. And that for me meant I had to repeat the whole year. And I couldn't go to the prom with my friends and my whole class. So it was devastating. I remember I drove to the beach and I just cried and cried and cried my eyes out. It was my mom's birthday. They had the house full of guests and I was just totally traumatized by this situation. By one person who had the power to give that point or not. However, I could have studied harder, but at the time it didn't feel like that. So that's what it's about. That was such a setback, and I created this belief at the time that no matter how hard I work anyway, it's not going to work. Yeah, the power is within somebody else to choose or to judge me. And my self-confidence went down the drain at that time, very much so. And I know that a lot of decisions that followed later on in my life were based on this devastating incident. So things like that, I'm sure you can relate, and you all have stories like that to share that just had such an impact in your life. And that took away this power that we were born with, this indestructible, beautiful feeling of, I'm the best and I can do anything and I can achieve anything that I want. No, then school comes into play and, people, friends, family, parents, it's just life. But growing up, it's about what are we doing with this? Are we challenged by those kind of incidents? Do we get stronger? Or do we back down? Do we give in to the rejections and to setbacks? And that's how we differentiate the self-confident people from the people who are not so self-confident. Yeah. How do we respond to certain situations? Now, the point is, on our journey of personal growth, once we have an awareness of something that is perhaps not to our benefit, that is not serving us so well, limiting beliefs, lack of self-confidence, once we have that awareness, we can decide to do something about it. We can choose to work against it. We can choose to build it up. Like I said, self-confidence is a skill. So once you choose to actually work on your self-confidence and to be strong and to deal with situations of rejection in the way that makes you stronger, that you get resilient and grow to be more and more resilient to situations like that, that is fantastic. And you can do something about it. So first of all, I would like to address those negative thoughts, the so-called ants, the automated negative thoughts that pop into our heads. You probably know what I'm talking about. It can happen in the morning when you wake up. Straight away that something, your whole day, the schedule that you have for the day overwhelms you, or you say, oh God, how am I going to get through this day? Or you look in the mirror and you beat yourself up. You look at the wrinkles rather than the beautiful eyes you have. Things like that, yeah? So just this negative bitch in the head, I call her, or the devil in your head, this negative talk, the negative self-talk. So by nature, the human species are actually programmed to focus more on the negative things because it protects us. It protects us from danger and threats coming our way. So we're protected by putting focus on negative things. right? But nowadays, there aren't so many negative things around us. We're not being threatened by dangerous animals or whatever. Still, we have this inclination to focus on negative things. But we know that this negative self-talk does not serve us, right? Dr. Daniel Amen calls them the ants, the automated negative thoughts. And in his book, Change Your Brain, Change Your Life, he addresses exactly how to go about and what to do about them. I'm just going to give you a short insight to the reason why we have them and what you can do about them, okay? So negative self-talk basically derives from conditioning that we experienced during our childhood. So our beliefs and our truths basically are developed from the day we were born until the 7th year of our life. That's the phase where we experience the biggest impact on our brain because we're in alpha state. Our brain, during those years in the beginning, are in alpha state. That's the state that the brain has where it's highly suggestible. That's also the brainwave that you get into when you're in hypnosis, and that's when you're most suggestible. And that's when children absorb everything, observe everything around them happening, and take that as their truth, their reality, their familiar, right? Also, when you experience children in young age, you go to different countries, you see they speak the language fluently because they're copying their mom and their dad. When we lived in Thailand, Sheila, my older daughter, she spoke 4 languages. She was 6 years old and she spoke 4 languages. I spoke German to my husband. So she got the German language passively just by listening. And I spoke English to her directly. My husband spoke Farsi. He's from Iran. And she was in the Thai kindergarten. So she went there and she spoke Thai to her friends. She had 4 languages fluently as if it was a piece of cake. Just like that. So it was impressive, but that's how it works. That's how this alpha state in your brain works. And that's how it works for children. So they absorb and learn as quick as possible growing up. So obviously, if a child grows up in a toxic environment where the parents are fighting all the time, or where the child is being criticized or scolded or corrected constantly, the belief that it implements in its mind is, I'm not good the way I am. I'm not good enough. So my experience now is that I have people coming to me with symptoms, with issues, and we do the hypnosis, and the bottom line is, in most cases, I'm not good enough. I'm not good the way I am. It can affect your choice of partner. It can affect your determination to pull something through. Like pointed out before, you give up earlier, you don't fight for your dreams and your visions. So again, once you have that awareness that there is something holding you back and that you're practicing this negative self-talk, you can do something about it. And that's a good thing. Now, once you have those thoughts in your head, those negative thoughts beating you up and talking you down, just be aware of them, write them down and embrace them, and then write down the opposite to them and tell yourself something nice. Treat yourself good. Praise yourself constantly. If nobody else does, you have to praise yourself, right? So that's one aspect in dealing with negative self-talk. The awareness, writing it down, and contradicting it in your head or out loud into the mirror. Tell yourself how beautiful you are, how fantastic you are, how great you are. Yeah, it has an impact on your brain. It has an impact on your emotions and subsequently on your actions. If you repeat it on a daily basis over and over again, praise yourself over and over again, write it down or say it out loud. So that's my advice where this is concerned, where the negative self-talk is concerned. Now, some of you who know me already know that I like to take a holistic approach. I like to address the mental body as well as the physical body, right? And this is for those of you listening who are interested in personal growth, interested in personal development into the direction of gaining more self-confidence, more self-awareness, and more self-empowerment. Not being a victim of your past, but taking control of your now and your future. I find that very, very important. And I chose for myself years ago not to be a victim of what happened to me in the past, but to take control of my now and to take control of my thoughts and hence my future. Okay? So it's about the big picture. Letting go of the past, being present in the now, and creating your future with intention, with goal setting, and the whole shebang. So listen to this and believe me, it's so, so powerful. Now, I would like to challenge you for the next 21 days, regardless from when you're listening to this podcast, you just do this following for the next 21 days. We're creating a morning routine, or you create your own morning routine for yourself, according to your lifestyle, according to what suits you in the mornings, whether you have your kids to send to school or however. You create the morning routine, which will take about a half an hour only, more or less. It's up to you, obviously. You can elaborate or you can keep it short. It's up to you. But it has to consist of meditation, exercising, journaling, and a healthy, detoxing Ayurvedic drink in the morning. The morning, what you put into your body is so important. So the morning of how you start the day, not only what you put into your body, but also what you do in the morning, stretching, meditation, it prompts you for the whole day. It puts you into this positive vibration, into this positive mindset straight away. And believe me, Tony Robbins has his power hour in the morning. Successful people have the morning routines. And they are so, so powerful because what I said, they set you into the right mindset for the rest of the day, setting your intentions and getting you on the right path. The whole day turns out and evolves completely different to when you didn't do this in the mornings. So that's it. I just want to point out meditation, that can be in silence or a guided meditation by Joe Dispenza, Esther Hicks, whoever you like to listen to, or mine on my website. So a meditation, 10 to 15 minutes is enough. Exercising, again, that can only be like 2-3 times a week, but 10-15 minutes minimum every day, stretching, like short sequences of exercising your body, working up the sweat is so, so powerful for your physical feeling and emotions, right? And believe me, once you start small, you're going to want more. I'm speaking out of experience here. I mean, I used to, Corona time was not a good time for me. I was very, very lazy. I gave up on my exercising, but I got back into it small with baby steps, always baby steps. Then the next aspect I find extremely powerful is journaling. Be intentional. Write down your goals for the day. Write down your goals that you have for the week, for the month, or for the year, whatever. But write them down with your hand, because when you write in a book, rather than typing it into the phone or the computer, it's more powerful. It goes from the hand neurologically into your brain, and it just empowers you more. Then gratitude list. In the mornings, 3 minutes. In the evenings, 3 minutes. Whenever it suits you again. But write down what you're grateful for. That is such a powerful state to get into, to be grateful for what you have. Not always be in this emotion of lack or in this emotion of need and wanting things, but actually relaxing into the feeling of being happy with what you have, and write it down. And last but not least, the healthy detoxing Ayurvedic drink, followed by a smoothie. I love my green smoothie with fresh spinach and, everything that's green. But the healthy detoxing Ayurvedic drink is so cleansing for your body. It's basically filtered lukewarm water with a dash, I think it's a teaspoon full of garlic powder mixed into it. You can elaborate, you can add some lemon juice and ginger, but then it's not that Ayurvedic drink anymore. Yeah, it has to be powder and lukewarm water. That's what's so powerful in cleansing your body. Now, try that. Do all the above for 21 days. If that seems too long for you, just plan on doing 7 days. And believe me, after 7 days, you won't want to stop. And you can make it your new lifestyle. Yeah, it's so powerful. And once you try it, I know you're going to be hooked. Okay? Right, so I'm going to wrap it up now here. It's a lot of information for you. Just a little recap. We spoke about the negative thoughts, the ants in your head by Dr. Damien Amen, and how to tackle them, how to be aware of them, the negative voice in your head, and writing them down and telling yourself the opposite. Praise yourself on a regular basis. It's so powerful. Then, the power hour in the morning, or the power half hour that you will define for yourself, that you can practice. That's more physical, but also with the meditation involved and the journaling, it can also have an effect on your mind, obviously. So, yes, the past had a powerful impact on your life, but I chose and I decided for myself, now is the time I want to let go. Yeah, I mean, that all happened with hypnosis, obviously, on a deeper unconscious level. So you have the choice now to be in charge of your life, to let go of the past, come to peace with the past, whatever happened, whatever triggered you, whatever created those beliefs that you carry within you, to come to peace with that and take control of your life and be the creator of your future. Then there's no stopping you. And it's all within you. You are the one. However, if you feel overwhelmed with the tasks or don't know where to start properly and what to do, I would like to recommend you my Visionary Masterclass online program that's available on my website. Have a look at that. You can check it out and see if that will help you. It's a step-by-step guide. It includes a full hypnosis for self-worth and success, and a workbook that you can use for the rest of your life. It is focused on you reaching your goals and getting into this healthy morning routine, as well as learning how to manifest your goals and how to pursue your visions. Okay? So if you have any questions, please reach out to me. I'm here for you, and see you at the next episode. Bye. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to today's podcast. I really appreciate your presence. Now, if you want to experience the full power of your subconscious mind, to manifest more abundance and self-worth, leading to more success and overall contentment from within, well, I've got a gift for you. The Self-Worth and Success Hypnosis audio on my website is available for you as a free download. It helps you to unconsciously let go of negative self-talk and money or receiving blocks. You get to rewire and reprogram your mind for success and abundance. This recording has already helped so many people to let go of limiting beliefs and negative blueprints that they didn't even know they had. You can find their testimonies on my website. I promise it's so powerful. Also, I would love to invite you to join my value-packed Visionary Masterclass program. It teaches you all about the power of your thoughts and how to get out of your comfort zone and reach a higher self. You learn step by step how you can reach your goals by setting a focused intention and experience more self-love and a healthy body image with ease and energetic alignment within only 21 days. You can find all my offers and content on my website, www.soniamariahorn.com/en. And of course, you can find all the links in the show notes. So I look forward to seeing you next time on the Self-Worth Accelerator Podcast. Until then, take care and reach out to me anytime. I'm here for you.